The scheduling for the broadcast is not working in Facebook for whatever reason. I've put in requests for support from the Melon app people, and we'll see what they come back with. But for some reason, it's not working. So we are hopefully live in YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. In our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And we're here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance, which is the United States of the world. We have, and we are open to, citizens, members from any geographical location, any background, colour, class, creed, any of these separatist things that most people refer to. But we're a non-separatist organisation. We just view everybody as human beings and recognise that everybody is unique and has something special and unique to offer to our community, and as such should be treated equally, equal respect, equal love. Okay, come and join us. All we ask is that you bring a positive mental attitude and a willingness to share love and abundance. Okie dokie. I am going to head over now to Facebook and see if it is in fact broadcasting live. I think it should be. It was yesterday, but the scheduling isn't working. So I'm going to go to Facebook and look for We Share Abundance Publicly, and then I'm going to look for the 22nd of September. And we have comments as well. We've got Russ Cowley from Newcastle in the northeast of England at the top of the comments list, letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. We've got Ramachandra, who's in India, but he's from the UK. We've got Paula from Holland, and we've got Bazina from Scotland. And would you believe it, I'm on time. I'll give you the updates that we have in a moment. We'll get going with everything soon. What day is it? Thursday. Today's the 22nd of September. It's my sister's birthday, but she, commonly known as our kid, but she died several years back, unfortunately, at the tender age of 75. Okay. What else? I don't know. We've been working on Poverty Crusher most of the day. We had to wait a little while for Devyani to get in and load everything up so that we could check it. We were checking. We found a couple of bugs that have been corrected, but I've not finished the checking. Or we've not finished the checking because there's several of us available to do checking. I think I'm happy with what I've seen of levels 1 and 2. Whether anybody else finds anything that's amiss in there, then that'll be brought to light when they check. Excuse me. But I'm moving on to checking level 3, and I won't get onto that. Well, I've started it, but it won't get finished. Level 3 checking won't get completed until tomorrow morning. Devyani is still working on uploading some changes to level 4, and so hopefully we'll get that up tonight, and we'll be able to check it tomorrow morning. If everything goes well with that, there is a possibility that it'll all be good and we will get launched on Friday afternoon. The slightest hiccup and it's going to be Monday at the earliest. Okay. I know I've been sending out messages saying we're launching this week. But we may not be. But when we do launch, it'll be right, okay? So So that's it. It is quite a big job testing and checking everything and making sure that everything works in the way that it should. Occasionally there are misunderstandings in my communication with Devyani. Also, I gave the checkers some false information. I gave them a spreadsheet about what should happen when, and there were some figures on there that weren't correct as well, which, boom, I need shooting in the head sometimes. So that is where we're up to. Who else have we got? We've got Kingsley from Manchester, and we've got Peter from Kettering, both UK, of course. And I'm going to have a sip of water. Cheers. The real McCoy. No hops in that. Okay. Right. I'm going to get started now then with a short prayer, and then we'll cover everything in a bit more detail. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, each member finds the joy of service. And through service, Lord, bless each member that they may attract true happiness and everything they need in life. Amen. We emphasize service because it is the path to everything that you want in life. If you go about chasing money, more often than not, it'll run away from you. There's very few people successfully chase money, and the ones that do often aren't happy, even though they've got more money than they know what to do with. They found a way to catch the money, but there's always something missing. They're looking for more. I need more houses. I need more power. I need more something. What is it I need? Just give me more, more, more. It's because they haven't learned that true happiness comes through serving others. And the people that generate income from a genuine service and love of others without the thought of reward are the people that are the happiest people on earth, and they attract everything that they want and need in life to them anyway. Do you really need $100 billion or whatever, these mega rich people have? That's more than anybody can spend, even when they waste money on sending planes up, dropping dust to try and combat global warming and nonsense like that. They get involved in the space race, which really is something that should be done on a national scale. But there you go. They have all this money and they still don't know what they're doing with it. They're still seeking something more. And yet there are people out there, they may have a lot of wealth, but they are happy people, and they give and they serve, and that creates that true happiness within them, and they've got everything they want in life as well. And you can have that. Just change your way of thinking into, how can I be of service? How can I improve the level of service? How can I be of service to more people? And if those are your main objectives, and you go through life with those objectives in mind, without the thought of reward, everything else will flow to you. Okay, who else do we have? We've got Richard from Devon, and we've got Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. Okay, we also have a little affirmation, because we are the United States of the world, as I said in the preamble. And the little affirmation is to help us shed any prejudices that we may have that are lingering from something that happened in our past, whatever. We're not born with prejudice. We're born clean, wholesome, loving babies. And as we go through life, our attitude to certain things changes. Sometimes for the better, sometimes not. But we have this little affirmation, and it goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, so yeah, and our main focus is still on Poverty Crusher, getting it launched. It's looking good. It really is looking good, you know. It's not about completing matrix or levels even. In fact, you could get paid a commission where we have 2-level matrix in like levels 2 and 3. The level 1 is just a straight line virtually. So, but even without completing level 1, you can get paid your commission as long as you've got sufficient entries in level 2. And that can happen as soon as the funds are in there. First of all, we want to get you into each matrix. Once you're in each matrix, there's no danger of you losing any commissions. If you're not in a matrix and somebody you've introduced gets into a matrix before you, we can't put them under you. They've got to go somewhere else. They'll go as an orphan into somebody else's pay line that has that matrix. When they cycle again, provided you've got into the matrix, you'll pick them up again. They will always be yours in level 1 because you're bound to have a level 1 matrix if you're referring people. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. You can be a member of We Share Abundance and not join Poverty Crusher, which would be foolish in my opinion, but it's up to you. It's your choice. And you could refer somebody and they join Poverty Crusher, and of course you wouldn't even be in level 1 then, so they would just go through and their $3,000 would go to somebody else, matching commission. Somebody else who would probably be wise enough to double it up to $6,000 by just introducing a few people. So make sure you're in all the matrices. Get into level 1 as soon as you can. Get into level 2, level 3, and level 4 as soon as you can. You can do it by referring others, or you can buy those levels when you first get involved. And if you are comfortable doing that, that is the way to go. If you're not comfortable doing that, that's not the way to go, because we don't want you to be uncomfortable, stressed out, worried about anything. But if you can, level 1 is $5 and you get a $5 ad credit. And every time you get a re-entry in level 1, you get another $5 ad credit. So it's ongoing, boom, 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 okay? Level 2 is $10. And if you work your way through from the matrix, you get into level 2 at $10. All you need is 2 sales in level 1 and you're in level 2. If you buy level 2, you buy level 1 and 2, it's $5 plus the $10, $15. And in that case, you get $15 worth of ad credits. But you only get the 5 on the re-entries for level 1. Level 3 is $60. And you can get that by completing a certain number of entries in level 2, number of sales. We call them sales entries people. Sales is really the best terminology because one person can have several purchases, and so it's sales that count in the matrix. And as I say, level 3 is $60. So if you're comfortable with it, it's 60 plus 10 plus 5, $75, and you're in matrix 1, 2, and 3. And it makes sure that you're not going to lose people in those matrices. And a lot of people do come in and join at the $75 level. So if you're only in level 1, on their first cycle, you're going to lose them for levels 2 and 3 and 4, because they will follow whoever they're under in level 3 into level 4. So you'll lose them from level 2, 3, and 4. And 4 is the one that pays the big money, We're not talking like $80,000 or $100,000 million. We're talking about $1,000 and $2,500, which can be doubled up. So a total of no, we're talking $500 and $2,500, which can be doubled up. That's right. A total of $3,000 or $6,000. That's level 4. Some people buy level 4 as well, but that's $640. So it's an initial outlay of $715. You get $715 worth of ad credits. If you do that, if you work your way through the system, you don't get additional ad credits there. You only get the 5 and the 5 and the 5 and the 5 every time you cycle in level 1, which you can do as often as you like, really. It's pretty simple to get 5 sales in level 1. Some people will buy 5 or maybe 20 positions in level 1. And, you get somebody that buys 20 positions. You've got 4 cycles in level 1 instantly, haven't you? And I assure you that will happen, not with everybody, but some people will do that. Some people will do even more than that. But make sure you get into as many matrix, all 4 as quickly as you possibly can. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on commissions. They're going to go to somebody else. As I say, you'll recapture those people as you get through and you work your way into the matrix, but you don't want to be losing $3,000. So that's the way forward. Do things as quickly as you possibly can. Where are we? We've got we had Deborah. I remember seeing Deborah. We've got Eric from Quebec in Canada, French Canada. We got Paula saying, do new members still need a Waves account since they are not really using it for the Poverty Crusher? Yes, they do, because they are members of We Share Abundance and they need a Waves account to withdraw their We Abundance tokens from their available cash wallet. And as we progress, there will be automated withdrawals from the Wealth Builder side into the available cash wallet. It will be based on activity in programs that help build the liquidity, but there will be automatic deductions into there. We got Martin in from up in the northwest of England, St Helens. They just won a tough rugby game, keeping on with their winning ways. We've got Peter saying, will there be a pay it forward option for the Poverty Crusher, Graham? Yeah, I don't recommend it. But yes, there will be. Why don't I recommend it? Because if people won't do whatever it takes to get $5 to get involved, they're not going to bring anybody in. They're going to be a pain in you, but they're going to be they're going to be a waste of time. They'll make money. Why shouldn't they put some skin in the game? They can even get in by giving away 2 of our free coupons for the Easy Business Builder in our SOAP program, Success on a Plate. They get $3 for each coupon they give away. That's $6. They can use $5 of that $6 to get into Poverty Crusher if they wish. Why pay it forward for them? But yeah, it's your business. You can do as you choose, but I don't recommend it. Eric Bouchard says, as long as they are your downline in WeShare, they will be under me in Poverty Crusher, even if ad credits were bought without my link. They can't buy ad credits. They can only buy the ad credits as a member of WeShare Abundance. And as a member of WeShare Abundance, whoever you refer is always your referral in whatever program we have within WeShare Abundance. So they can't buy ad credits through anybody else's link. They log in and they buy the ad credits, and that's it. If you are not in the Poverty Crusher, then we can't place them under you in the Poverty Crusher. So everybody should get into the Poverty Crusher, but it's your choice. If you're in the Poverty Crusher, or even if you're not in the Poverty Crusher, what will happen is they buy ad credits. We look who is their sponsor. Is their sponsor in Poverty Crusher? Yes. Boom. That's where that sale is placed, under their sponsor. If their sponsor isn't in Poverty Crusher, we say, okay, no sponsor here. That person is an orphan, goes in the first empty slot. Okay. But they can't buy from somebody else's link. They've got to log in to buy, and they're logged in as whoever referred them always. The sponsor stays the same. And we've got Andrew Dean saying good morning from New Zealand. It's Friday morning there. He's heading for the weekend already. We've got a little bit of a wait. It's interesting. When I lived in California, we had visitors come from New Zealand, friends of mine in New Zealand, and because of this dateline and things, they take off from New Zealand and arrive in California before they've left New Zealand. It's crazy, you know, but that's one of those little anomalies of travel. It was first brought to light, really, to the public by Jules Verne in his novel 80 Around the World in 80 Days. Okay. Don't know how. Yeah, I got onto that. Okay. Are you using the form to verify the people were properly placed? No, they will be placed by looking for their sponsor in WeShare Abundance, because people put all sorts on the form, and I don't have time to go through and verify every entry out of 300 or whatever there were. We've got everything from don't know to different names, and you know, it's unbelievable what people have filled in as their sponsor on the form. So we have to write a program to find their sponsor. But it's the same program that we have anyway. It's just somebody comes in, we look for the sponsor, and from our We Share Abundance database. That's it. Okay. Make sure you're in all the matrix. That's all you've got to do. Worry about two things. Get into all 4 matrices as quickly as you possibly can. Whether you buy your way in or whether you work your way through. Do it fast. Okay? The other thing to do is keep plugging away at putting the fuel into the system. And that is level 1. Just keep getting 5 sales every month. 5 new people every month. It doubles your income. Okay? Why settle for 3,070 odd or whatever it is? I can't remember what the total figure is when it can be 6,200 or whatever. You know? So do those things. Get at least 5 people every month. That's 1 every 4 days of a working week, Monday to Friday. It's not going to be hard for you to do that. You just got to learn to locate people and talk to them. However you talk to them, you can do it through video, you can do it through landing pages, you can do it one-to-one, you can do it any way you like. You can walk down the street and say, here, take a look at this, it will make you some money. You can do it any way you want. But whatever you're comfortable with doing, and you will start seeing results. They may not be the results you want. You can do solo ads. Solo ads is really good, especially for this type of program. The numbers you get will improve the more you do it. You might start out and you might talk to 5 people a day. What's that? That's 20 people every 4 days. I can't imagine that if you communicate with 20 people, at least 1 would not join Poverty Crusher. But if you find that 20 people don't convert to 1, then you're going to have to up your numbers. You're going to have to talk to 10 people a day instead, you know, or whatever it may be. And you will eventually say, okay, I talk to 10 people a day and I get 5 people a month. And you will find that the more you do that, you'll find out that you're still talking to 10 people a day, but now you're getting 10 or 15 or 20 people a month, because you'll get better at it. If you want to be good at something, you've got to be prepared to be bad at it, first of all. So that is that is what you should be doing. Get into all the 4 matrices as fast as you possibly can, and then just keep pouring the fuel in, and it'll stoke that engine up and it'll roar away and it'll take you to the moon. Okay? Peter says, exciting times ahead. Yeah, I do. Eric says, I have people in my downline that would like to introduce their child, husband. Can they invite them with their own link? Is it possible to have more than 1 person per house? Yeah, that rule was changed long ago. You can have more than 1 person per household. There is a legal age requirement for children. So they've got to be of legal age, which is usually 18 in most countries. It may be different in some countries. Legal age in your country, they must be. But yeah, you can bring them in. And the great thing, of course, is they don't join Poverty Crusher. They join We Share Abundance. They become a citizen of the United States of the world, We Share Abundance. And they can then get involved in everything that goes on in here. And it will be growing and growing and growing. We are an emerging nation. We are very new. We've only been around 2.5 years. I had somebody sent me a message today, I think I saw it. time passes so quickly. Somebody that said, I've been involved in We Share Abundance for over 4 years and blah, 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 blah. And of course, we've only been around 2.5 years. People get these funny ideas, you know. But we are growing all the time. We are expanding. We have lots and lots of plans for the future. And as soon as we become sustainable on an ongoing basis, we will then be in a position to create our own government, our own terms, or whatever you want to call them, you know, articles of association. Forgotten what they call them in the States now. In the United States, what do they call it? And you know, but we will be able to create our own government, people that run the thing, because it's just a nation, the same as any other nation, except better, because we are here all on the same mission to help banish poverty from the lives of everyone. I mean, if you feel that you're living in poverty, then we want to give you a way to change that situation permanently, not by handouts, but by changing the way you view life and the way you do things, and your ability to manage your own life regardless of the circumstances around you. And we will do that, and we will do it not only for our citizens, but we will do it to help people outside our borders, if you like. Hopefully they'll enjoy our assistance so much that they'll want to come in and they'll be welcomed. Okay, so just as a quick recap, we are still testing Poverty Crusher. There is an outside chance, and it is a very outside chance, that it will be launched late on tomorrow. The most likely situation is that it will be early next week. We'll just have to see how it goes. We got numbers for you. 22nd of September today, as I said, our kid's birthday. Rest her soul. Okay. We had a net decrease of 2 in our registered members after we had a net increase, which is bigger than we've seen for a long time, of 149 yesterday. A net decrease of 2 to 38,997. We talk about net figures on registered members because we take out people that haven't logged in for 2 months. We just say, okay, not interested, get them out of the database. But we always have new registrations, and it's either a plus or a minus, and today it's a -2. The active members are people that are logging in at least 50% of their available days, and that is that number is up 28 in the last 24 hours to 5,705. What's the next one? Next one is Wheat Abundance tokens. They're showing a market value around where it should be, actually, $303.76 today. But the trading volume is only $31. Up 61 places in coin ranking to 4,412. No data showing in coin ranking for the Visa tokens today. Don't know why, but that's it. Multiply Visa. No new members, nobody new board advertising, but by logging in, our bonus pool went up $1 to 9,971. Not sure whether it's 71 or 76. Can't read my own writing. Let me get my magnifying glass out. Let's see if that helps. I suppose it's not that important anyway. $9,971 and some cents, 17 cents, I think. Okay. Yeah, that's just from the revenue share you get just for logging in. Leaderboard, no change from yesterday in the top three, 201 points, 152 points, and 102 points. So 455 points in total, over 200 and how much did I say? 450, yeah, over $225 going out in USDT to those folks at the end of the month. I'm sure there will be an increase in the numbers of points and the number of people achieving over 50 points to qualify for that. Okay. That pretty much covers it. I'm hoping that the YouTube people will have found us, because we did the schedule for it, and then it didn't show up. And I say I've got tickets in to the Melbourne app people to find out, see if we can find out what's happening. But Lewis has found us from Portugal, saying hi. So we got Linda Bajuma in from somewhere in YouTube. I don't remember seeing this in the Facebook comments, but we've got Decency from Nigeria. And somebody's saying first day of fall in the USA. Yeah, it probably is. Is it the autumn equinox today? It probably is. I've not checked up and followed up on anything like that, but if it's the autumn equinox in the USA, it will be the autumn equinox here in the UK as well, 22nd of September. So happy autumn, happy fall, if you like. Autumn in the UK, fall in the USA. Interestingly enough, it used to be called fall in England. I don't know, we can change from fall to autumn, but I did read about it once a long time ago, but I can't remember all the details. Okay, that's it. That's it covered. Hopefully we'll have really good news for you tomorrow. Stay tuned. Get ready. Get your people lined up. You want to get through those matrices fast. Otherwise, you're going to be losing money. You don't want to lose money. It'll all sort itself out. But why lose $3,000 or $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for the sake of a little bit of effort now? Okay, so that's it. There is, by the way, an on passive webinar. I think that's starting at 8 o'clock. That'll probably go until midnight. I won't be on it. But I think that's on starting at 8 o'clock tonight. If you're in on passive, I will get into the website tomorrow or the day after, depending on how busy I am, and read the synopsis, which will take me 5 minutes instead of 3 or 4 hours. Okay, so that's it. God bless you all. I'm not sure what's going on with Avazu. I've been out of touch with Dave. I've just been too busy trying to get Poverty Crusher out. So until tomorrow, I'll feed the same. We are always here, 7 p.m. British summertime, YouTube, Twitch. In our Facebook group, we share abundance publicly. It's raining here in Cornwall. I'm going to get wet taking Cody out, but it's been a lovely day. has flown away, the time has come to part. Auf Wiedersehen,